Hey guys, it's Raven here, back with part 5 of our Oblivion Let's Play. So in the last episode, we went ahead and cleared out the rest of Kvatch, cleaned it out of the Daedra. We got Martin up to Cloud Ruler Temple, and we went ahead and sold a bunch of stuff. I was able to finally find a Dwarven helmet, so now we've got the full set, and we are going to go ahead and enchant that in a little bit. But first and foremost, I have some training spells I want to go ahead and do. So let me just quickly go ahead and consult my notes here. We are going to want a better healing spell. So put it on self, and we're just going to make it a very simple 25 points for 1 second, which is going to be over triple the effectiveness of our previous spell, which was only 8 points. So I've done some extensive testing, and the UASP for spell making costs is wrong. It says that you can go up to 63 magicka when you're an apprentice level, and that's just not the case. Best I can tell, you can get anywhere from 57 to 58 magicka, probably depending on some rounding behind the scenes, and actually be able to cast it at this level. If I were to try to go up to this 58 and confirm, it won't let me cast it. So 50, 57... in some cases, 58, you're able to get it. But we're just going to go ahead and do that. So this is going to be our our apprentice heal. Okay, we're going to go ahead and create that. And then we are going to make just a alteration training spell that will be helpful for the next part of the operation. So we are going to do a shield spell for 100 magnitude for 3 seconds. And then put that on a feather for 100 points for 38 seconds. So right there. So right at 57, right up against that. And we're just going to make this level alt. And boom. So we got those 2 spells in our inventory now. We are going to want to level Alteration up to level 50 for some combat training spells. So we're going to be casting this as we run around. And I do want to go ahead and just quickly enchant our helmet as well, since we got that. So we'll just be casting this as we're going along. Takes quite a bit of magicka, as you can see, but that's why it's going to help us level so fast. Oh, and then let me just quickly slot our new heal into the 2 slot where our previous heal was. So, and then I think it switched me over to that. So let me just switch back to the level ult. There we go, leveled up. We're going to get to level 50. So we're going to go ahead and enchant our Dwarven helmet here. Looks like we only have common souls. Unfortunately, we got a common soul in the Grand Soul Gem there. So we'll just go ahead and use an Azura Star because we can refill it easily. And we are going to fortify skill, restoration. So our restoration spells are cheaper. We'll call this the Resto Helmet. And if I can get the cursor off. Okay. This UI is not the friendliest all the time. There we go. All right. And we'll go ahead and enchant that. So now with our Resto Helmet on, we have an effective character level of 49 for restoration. So that's not too bad. And then we can go ahead and sell that at some point. We don't need the Destruction Helm anymore because our Destruction skill is already effectively level 102. So as we keep on leveling Destruction naturally, we can keep taking pieces off and put that into other enchantments. So
Hi there.
We're going to go ahead and go to the Market District. We'll cast our spell one more time just so that we're not wasting any magicka. We're going to go over to the Market District and we're going to head over to the Best Defense and start getting some leveling in Heavy Armor. So we want to get up to heavy armor level, I believe it's 50 when you are able to get maximum spell effectiveness. So right now, our spell effectiveness is, oh, where do we see that? 88%. So we can get that all the way up to 95 if we get to 50 heavy armor. So we got a bunch of money. We're just going to throw it out. Vernado here.
Heavy armor at the best defense. I'm also
Okay, yes. Thank you, Vernado.
good that you want to.
We're going to train heavy armor a bunch because that's a little bit hard to train. Perfect.
Good day.
And now our heavy armor is up to 41. So we want to get that up to 50. It's going to make our armor degrade much more slowly, and I'm pretty sure 50 is the level where we get to maximum spell effectiveness. So already that put us up to 91. So we want to get up as high as spell effectiveness as possible because that affects our damage. That affects all of these spells here. So we're going to keep on keeping on. Ideally, we'll get our alteration to level us before we get too much further here, but I do have some plans to get more levels. Let's just go quickly sell to Nilphus that other piece of armor.
Walk with virtue for the day.
Okay, so let's just invest the money so that we can have that for later. So now he has 2,500 gold that we can spend with him. So we can sell the destruction helm and get our money back. And we are a little bit lower on the money now, so definitely what I want to do is do some alchemy. But we are going to do it in stages. So we aren't going to just power level it straight through. So we want to save our skill training purchase rates. So we are just going to go ahead and gather a whole bunch of ingredients and then use those ingredients as fuel for money so that we can continue leveling our heavy armor. So this is mostly going to be like a business and setup video. Not a lot of action going to be happening, but hopefully you enjoy that as much as I do. So should really hotkey that level alteration. What are my hotkeys right now? Okay, we don't need 6. So 6 will be our leveling. Okay, so we're going to go down to the Odell farm. It's got a ton of produce, and we can use that for restore fatigue potions. So we got that big field over there. We're just going to go ahead and quickly pick all of this stuff right here. Okay, so all of those blueberry plants, all of these carrots here. And as we're picking these, we're going to be casting our alteration spell, and hopefully that'll get us enough levels that we're able to go to the next level for our new set of heavy armor training purchase rights. And around it'll go. We will sell the potions that we make to fund our heavy armor purchase rights, and then make more potions, level up so that we can get to the next set. And around and it goes, and we will just be able to quickly power level to level 50 heavy armor. Like I said, that's the big thing. It's going to be a breakpoint for our armor, so we can make combat spells based on the new value that we're going to have there. And it will also give us the most spell effectiveness we have. Okay, I think that's the whole farm there. So the other place where you can get a ton of produce is outside of Skingrad, just to the west here. There are 2 grape farms, one to the north of the road and one to the south. And of course, any produce can be mixed together in order to make restore fatigue potions. And I am just going to wait until daytime so that we have an easier time seeing what we're doing. That should be fine. Oh, it's a little muggy out here. All right, so that leveled us up.
Yes, you.
Oh
we can't
dear.
talk here. Too public.
Okay, Glarther. Yeah. We'll get there eventually. All right, so there are two grape plants per each of these little standing stable things. Let me just go in a row so that I don't forget any. And we're just going to be casting our alteration spells as we go. Get into that 50 alteration level, which will let us cast much higher level spells, or much higher magicka cost spells rather, so we can get to the armor cap and not have to worry about our worn weight slowing us down. So all good things. But that should be everything here on the north side of the road. Down the south we have more grape farms, so we'll go ahead and go over there. Just open that gate there. Kind of push it out of the way. You can also grab these peony seeds if you want. Peony seeds are good for damage health. There's some more a little bit further down that way and some more in near that little lake up ahead. We're just gonna be here for the grapes. So these lower ones have 4 grapes per planter. Make sure you grab all of those. Be using the spell as we're going along. And the nice thing about Oblivion as opposed to like Skyrim is because you can only level up when you use a bed, you can control your skill leveling a lot better and make sure you get all of your skill training for each level. And then if you want to continue this business model and you don't care about the alchemy skill leveling, oh, switched to the wrong spell there, then you can just wait 3 days as long as you're not in the same game cell. So I would just say travel to another city besides Skingrad or Coral, so that you're not in the same cell as these farms that you're using. And then after 72 hours, all of these should respawn. So it's a good way to make money. Level up as well if that is something that you are looking to do, which you're not always, but right now we are okay with it. We want to get to higher level so that we can get better tier armor and some unique special pieces of jewelry that will help us quite a bit. Okay, so I think that is just about all. And let's see our haul here. So, grapes. 124 seems pretty good. And then we got a bunch of various stuff. Another thing that we're going to do while we're here is just head southeast. There is going to be a standing stone over here, a doomstone right there. And this should be the apprentice. Okay. We'll go ahead and just wait till nighttime so that we can grab this stone. And I believe the apprentice gives you Fortify Illusion and Fortify Alchemy as a greater power. So, Void Seed. Yeah, Fortify Alchemy. So in Classic Oblivion, Fortify Alchemy enchantments didn't work for whatever reason. I think they patched it. I'm almost positive that they did. Let me just quick save. And then we will test that really quick. So our alchemy is level 55. We cast Void Seed. And it gets up to 75 for 2 minutes, I believe. So that is very useful. So we're just going to go ahead and quick load, because we're going to make use of that to have more potency for our potions and therefore be able to sell it for more. And let us go ahead and go back to the Imperial City Market District. And we'll just be casting these spells as we do this. We're going to go ahead and go over to the Merchant's Inn. Just rent a room for convenience sake. If you wanted to penny pinch every little last bit, that you could just go ahead and sleep in Kvatch if you wanted to, but
I do.
We're going to have so much gold, we don't really need to worry about 20. We'll go ahead and quickly step upstairs. Cast a few more times as we get up to our room. Wait a little bit for one more, and then we will sleep. Okay, and so our willpower is now maxed. That is perfect. We want to keep pumping endurance and willpower, and intelligence most particularly. Then we'll throw whatever leftover is in agility. Confirm that. And just keep on casting these spells. I don't super love doing this, but it shouldn't be that long until we get to 50, and then we don't have to worry about doing this anymore. This is just to get us to the next level of combat making spells, essentially. And we're waiting for the shops to open, so it's kind of dual purpose. So we're up to 48, just 2 more. Okay, now all the shops are open. $49. That should be fine. Let's go ahead and go over towards Orlanway's shop and cast on the way.
Hop.
And we can also go ahead and grab those levels in heavy armor from the best defense.
Good day.
All right. Go ahead and train me a couple more times, my friend. Okay, up to 46. Perfect.
Farewell.
Well met.
And we're going to go ahead and go over here to the Mystic Emporium.
Good to see you.
If you need to get rid of something quickly,
Okay.
check.
So we are going to quickly make some stuff. So first and foremost, we want to make potions that are actually going to be useful to us after we cast our Void Seed spell, which I forgot to quit.
Thoronir is quite
there
a
we go.
character. He's dirty.
Now we're gonna make potions. Okay, so potions that are actually useful to us. Fire Shield potion. We don't have enough ingredients. Frost Shield. Sure, we'll make one of those. Okay, we did level up our alchemy. We do need to pay attention to that. Resist fire. We don't have resist frost. We can make a ton of, but we can use those potions for better. Restore health. We'll go ahead and make those really quick. And then restore magicka. Yes. That does a tiny little bit of self-damage. You know what? I want to see if we can get a better Alembit.
And underhand.
Do you have anything?
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
No, we do not have. He does not have anything. Let me quickly check
Welcome.
with
I
Calendil.
offer the finest goods and lowest prices.
No, unfortunately not. Oh well. Alright, that's fine. That tiny little bit of fire damage shouldn't matter. So, store magicka. Very, very low weight. We also get some resist frost on there. So, we'll just create a bunch of these. Okay, perfect. And then what else do we want? That should be fine. We don't need anything else there. We can make some damage health. We'll grab those. Okay, the fire salts are not doing it. Spittle stick. Let me see if we put the fire salts on there. Yeah, we can get some damage. we'll go ahead and do that. Some Imp Gall. And that is just fine. Then do we have any... We have frost damage. That's fine. Okay. Let me quickly see where we're at as far as our level. One more, and then we can go ahead and level up. So... And I really wish that they would just put the apparatuses at the top. Alright. Restore fatigue. Okay, that's not what we want to create that. Create that. Okay. So that got us to the next level. So we will quickly go ahead and sell to Orlinway. Just sell all of those potions that we just made. Okay, we probably don't need this much damage health. So those are going to be our best damage health that we have. We can sell that one.
That's a fair deal.
Sell those ones. Honestly, I'm probably not going to be using damage health at all.
That's a good deal.
So I'll just keep the ones that we have just made as the best ones.
That's a fair deal.
Frost Shield we'll keep just because we might need it. I don't know what this is. Keep the Cure Disease. Paralysis is useful. Poison of Illness doesn't matter. Just Fire is good. Restore Magic is good. Restore Fatigue. We can sell those. Those are Restore Magic potions. Perfect. Keep all those. Keep the Absorption. And that's it. So, got a good amount of money there.
Tell your friends a farewell.
We're going to run back to the Merchant's Inn and be casting our training spell on the way. Boom. All right, now we don't have to worry about doing that anymore. All right. Run up to the Merchant's Inn, go sleep in our bed again. Wait 24 hours.
You look like quite the outlaw.
And use our Void Seed power and make the rest of those potions. So we're going to go ahead and just sleep for 24 hours so we can get our Void Seed power back. Alright, I'm setting to level 13. With intelligence. 2 points in agility, and the rest in endurance. Alright. So let me check our heavy armor real quick. We're at 46, so we only need 4, but we might as well just grab all 5. We do want our heavy armor up to 100 eventually, so it doesn't weigh anything. We'll go ahead and get our bartering spell equipped. That actually doesn't matter for skill training. It's always a flat cost. So
Can I interest you in some of my wares? Pay attention and you
train. Okay, perfect. So now that should... We have 95% spell effectiveness. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Alright, and let's quickly grab Void Seed again. And we're just going to make every single potion that we can.
How do you do?
The king and queen
After we
tavern isn't
cast
a bad place to stay.
Okay, there we go. And we'll do the other effects first, just because I think they're worth a little bit more than just the base restore fatigue. Cure disease, no. Detect life. Sure, oranges and tomatoes detect life. But whatever you say. Spell, fire shield, no. Fortify endurance. Intelligence. Nothing there, nothing there. Reflect damage is kind of cool. Okay. Resist disease. We'll put a pin in that just in case. Resist paralysis is good. Okay, resist poison. Restore endurance. Sure. Restore fatigue, of course. Restore intelligence. Flat. Nothing. Shield. Water walking. Sure. Grapes make you walk on water for like a minute. Alright. Burden. Oh, we can do a lot with burden. Damage agility as well. Oh, you know what? I think we still have something. Yeah, we still have water walking equipped. So we can do a little bit with burden. Okay, damage agility. Corn and garlic. Sure. Damage fatigue. Paralyze, silence. Okay. We'll just go ahead and put the rest of our stuff into restore fatigue. Start out with the carrots and the grapes, because that's going to be the most. Okay. And the green stained cat. And the lettuce. And the corn. So all of that, yep, leveled us up again.
If you're
The Maryland
And we're
say
going to
that
go
they
ahead
treat
and just
everyone good day.
sell all
Mark
of
my
this
words.
crap that we
I'm
just
sure there's
made.
something to suit you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll keep the blood grass. It doesn't weigh a lot, but yeah. So the burden.
You got a
need.
great deal there. That's
Don't
more than
need.
I'd usually pay.
Chameleon, don't need.
A good price for a good customer.
Damage agility, don't need. Or fatigue. Keep the damage health. I don't know what this name potion is, but
An excellent bargain.
paralysis is fine. Resist fire. Black
An
damage is
excellent
too low to be useful.
A
This
good
paralysis
price.
doesn't matter. Endurance. Okay, so we can't sell all of those. We have to sell 62. Or 60 is fine. Let's sell all those. Sell all
Drive a hard
those.
bargain.
Sell that. Keep the water walking just for kicks and giggles. Alright, and we're back up to 12,000
I
money.
appreciate. Good day.
Very nice. We can just cast our new healing spell to level restoration as well as we're going around. Might as well have something to do with our mana. And
Knowledge is power.
wait,
I
did
can
we
show you
not
some
train that
things.
last level? I don't know why we didn't train that last
Basic.
level, but we'll go ahead, sleep one more time, get a next set of training done. That way we don't have to worry about it until we come back into the city. And we're going to go ahead and go back to
Good morning.
the Arcane University and craft a new combat spell for protection.
How are you today?
So let me just
Yes?
grab a bed.
Very be seen.
We do want to get our restoration up for more spells. Particularly Fortify Willpower will be very, very helpful for just being in combat and regenerating our magic faster. Same as before. Oh, not speed. Alright, perfect. Level 14. So we are shooting for level 25 is when all of the items stop scaling, I believe.
There's a chart.
And quickly run back over to the best defense. And I don't know when Orcish armor starts spawning in shops. I think we're already at a level where we might be able to find it in the wild. On enemies.
Have a look at my wares.
But I don't
I'm sure there's
think.
something to suit you.
Yeah, nothing there right now. That's fine.
You've
So
got a
we're
lot
just
to
gonna
learn.
train all 5 levels.
Farewell.
And now our armor rating is up to 56. So 85 is the cap. So we'll keep that in mind as we go to the Arcane University and go and make a new combat spell.
You have my ear, citizen.
I don't need your ear, sir. You can go ahead and keep that. Yeah, getting restoration of 50 would also be a good goal to shoot for.
Long before the coming of the Cyrodiil.
Hi there.
Okay, so we have 56 magicka. The cap is 85, or yeah, 56 armor. The cap is 85. So we want a combat spell that gets us up to that cap. So we're just going to put it up to 29. And let's do it for, say, 30 seconds. Should be just fine. And then we'll throw a feather on there as well for 100 points for 30 seconds, just so that it's nice and even and we know when our effects are going to fall off. And we'll just call this Journeyman Armor. Confirm. Then actually, I just remembered, because we only have 95% spell effectiveness, we do need to get that a little bit higher. Let me quickly do the math. So, we have 29 points. We need to get 5% more than that, so we're going to times it by 1.05. So we need 30, so we'll do 31, just to make sure we've got our ducks in a row. And there we go. Journeyman armor now created. Gonna go ahead. Costs a hefty chunk of magicka. That's just fine. And we are gonna make that our number 3 spell. Cool. And then one thing is that because that is a different effect than our base feather spell, the effects will stack. So got up to 467. Let me just wait an hour so we can show that off. Okay, so base feather spell gets us up to 372. And then our new shield spell on top of that gets us up to 467 because they stack. And we essentially have no armor weight with the two of those together. So very, very nice. And that should make us quite effective in battle. I don't know, there's like a little graphical glitch going on right now where it's not showing our stuff, but that's just fine. So yeah, we want to continue to level up. So let us go do that Fighters Guild quest that we picked up last time. We're going to level up in order to get better armor, as well as... Oh, is he really... He's really in the main gate right now? Oh, no, it's just put us inside the city gate. Okay, that's fine. But we want to level up to get more armor and to scale the special items that we're going to be going for, like I mentioned. Let's go ahead and keep on moving. So our boy is here in the shop. Hello, sir.
Greetings. Welcome to Lel's Quality Merchandise. We have a wide range of goods to suit your needs. Oh, and perhaps you saw the sign outside? A slight mistake, you know. Bit of bad luck there. So, what can I do for you?
Tell me about the break-ins.
I've lost a great deal of merchandise over the last few months. I keep replacing it, but they keep stealing it. New locks on the doors be damned. They always come at night after I've gone to bed. Maybe a mage transports them inside. You can just stay in the shop overnight. Good luck. I'm going to wait at the flowing bowl until this mess is settled. I know I can trust you to keep the place safe. Farewell.
All right, so you do that, and he leaves. There are some emeralds and stuff that you can steal. We're not in the Thieves Guild yet, so we aren't going to be able to offload these for a good while. But you can take the ingredients and sell those or make those into potions, which would make it not sold, rather. Just pick up some stuff as we wait. It'll take it was about an hour or two until these guys come in, so just gives us something to do. We've got a lockpick in there, sure. And then it's got it upstairs as well. Nothing really of note, I think. I mean, there's these potions right here. And wait, what was that? Boots of the Eel. Sure, not bad. What do those do? Resist shock on self. Interesting. Letter. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and go downstairs to wait. We'll just wait one, see if they show up, and then just keep on doing that. So they should show up right in the main entrance there, and we will have to fight them. There they are.
Die, cur!
You can see we're taking quite a bit less damage than we were before, just because we have max armor rating right now. And those three are taken care of, so we can take their money. Mithril is good if you are a light armor user, but it's also pretty decent value to weight ratio, so we can take all of that. Take those, take all of the mithril has good value to weight ratio. And this guy got the short end of the stick. He was stuck with chainmail, it seems. But we'll go ahead and just heal up. And we'll go and speak with Norbert. And that's a pretty simple Fighters Guild quest mission. Can be a little bit rough going against the three of them if you don't have maximum armor, but if you do, it's fairly trivial.
Were you able to take care of my problem with break-ins?
Yes, sir.
You've gotten them? Wonderful. But their names are familiar to me. All of those men have worked for me. Amazing. I even trusted them to open up the shop in the mornings. I can't imagine what turned them to a life of crime. Sad. Well, here's your payment. Good day.
All right, and that is all for that quest. So we'll go ahead and go back to Azan. I don't know if he has another advancement to me. We might have to do the quest in Cyrodiil, but we can definitely go ahead and close out this one. Let me just check on our quest. Nope, it looks like that closed it out. So let's just go straight over to Cyrodiil, cut out the middleman, because the orc there can go ahead and advance us as well. But I think that we have to do his quest as well before we're able to be eligible for advancement. Yes. So the Fighters Guild is on the far side of the Mages Guild in this one. So let's do our little feather so we can run faster. And head inside. And that's the porter. We don't need you. Who's dropping all the silverware? Like, what is that clinking sound? Oh, are those orcish? Yeah, sure. We'll grab it. I mean, that guy's watching, but this isn't a crime. Ebony ceremonial gauntlets. Ah, I see. What about... Oh, we can take those flawless sapphire. Ebony dagger replica. Well, that's not very fun. Thought you were going to give me some actual good equipment there. Alright, sir.
You're looking for work, meat? Maybe you want a contract?
Good lord. They did not do the orcs well for the facelifts.
I'm sorry. You're not yet ready for a promotion. Keep completing contracts and take care of any assigned duties.
Alright, that's what I thought. So give me a contract.
I suppose I've got something for you. We need a weapons shipment delivered to Desolate Mine. That's your job.
Alright.
Move your ass, Boot.
I love how he's like supposed to be all gruff and burly. And then if you actually like ask him about anything else that's not just the base thing, he he becomes real polite. I think he becomes a little bit nicer as you progress through the quest line, but yeah, he's a bit of an asshole at the start. All right, so we got this short little, or this quick little point here as we were running up to the Shrine of Azura, so it shouldn't be too much further to Desolate Mine. Pick up some alchemy ingredients along the way. Oh, we got a goblin. Alright, actually... Okay. Okay. Then let's just go ahead and recharge that. We want everything but the bow. Okay, I did see another goblin. There you are, sir. He's got a lockpick for us. And some more charge for our weapon here. And let's go ahead and get into the Desolate Mine. So one thing is that these are all Fighters Guild members, and I'm pretty sure that they can die. So what you can do is you can, if you feel confident in yourself, you should be able to just go down here and clear the cave by yourself. Ah, no, they have the key. Okay. Alright, fair enough. So we just want to rush ahead of them. So this gentleman
Good
here...
that you made it. You should talk to Rihanna.
Okay, well, we will talk to Rihanna in just a second here. We'll get this chest. For a tiny little bit of gold. So Rihanna here is an archer.
From the guild. Good. I hope you brought weapons for us.
Yep.
You've made it, and just in time. We've got trouble with goblins here. I'll take the bow. You give the weapons to my other two men. Go to it.
And based on what they say, you'll know what type of
You've got
weapon
the
they
weapons.
want.
Let's talk about that weapons shipment you brought. Excellent. I long to sink a blade into some goblin flesh.
Right, so we give him the sword. I think it's just that this guy has a high blade skill and the other one has a high blunt skill, so they'll be less effective in combat, but ideally we'll be taking it all so that these guys don't die.
Fantastic. Let us take the fight to these vile creatures. I'm
Okay.
waiting.
And
You're
then
the
this
one
guy
with the
here.
weapons shipment, right? Let's talk about that.
Here you go.
Good. I need a weapon. I'm looking forward to bashing some skulls in.
Right, here's
A
your hammer.
hammer. Excellent. Good for bashing in puny goblin skulls. Okay.
Okay, now we can talk to
Give
Rihanna.
those weapons to the men. Get the weapons to the other. Go hurt something.
Okay, so now they clear, they give us the weapon. We're gonna cast our spell there. Gotta kill now, loot later, because like I said, these guys will die if you're not careful. Nothing on him. These guys have greater souls, though. Okay, just keep in charge.
Do your
They should be able to take on that one there. But there should be some more goblins over this way, I believe. Okay. Take care of those ones. There shouldn't be anything further there. Let's run back. Cast our protection again. And there is the secondary tunnel here. Should be one or two more goblins. So there's a trap right here. Be careful of it. We do have... Where's that other goblin? Alright, I hit the trap. Oh well. Okay, they should be able to take out that one, I hope. I don't want them to die. Okay, took him out. Yeah, they all survived. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Alright. Then we can just loot some of the stuff here in the mine. So, I will say, just do be careful. You might think that these people don't matter, and I mean, they never come up for quests again. But if you're like trying to use them for the Dark Brotherhood, they do still count as Fighters Guild members. So, if you kill them, you will be forced to, I think it was like bring like 20 lion pelts or 20 bear pelts in order to get back into the guild, which is a pain in the ass. So don't kill them. Done that before.
Well, they're all taken care of.
Okay.
Good going.
Cool. I mean, if you want to let them die, then you can do that. They usually will die if you just don't support them at all. Most of them anyway. And then you can take their stuff, but not like they have stuff that's like worth a whole bunch. Oh, and then we should repair our stuff. Just our stuff, because the condition of the other equipment does not affect our sell prices anymore. I mean, it is just armor leveling, so we might as well. We want to get to that over repair eventually. Okay. Dwarven battle axe, a little too heavy to be practical. I shouldn't have grabbed that for armor either, but oh well. There's also some silver veins in here that you can make use of. I think that was all for that. There are a couple of wisp stalks throughout the mine here that you can use, and all these dead miners. So, got those. And let's see this down here that we missed. There is a chest back here, I think. Or just a whole ton of wisp stalks. Some mushrooms. And a gold vein. Or gold nugget. But not bad. And I think that about does it. There's not a whole lot in the Desolate Mine. It is desolate after all. Still leveling up Alteration by casting the spell, which is cool. I'll make the spells that we do cast cheaper. And we can eventually just slap Feather onto everything because it'll be so cheap that it'll be negligible. Just to make sure that we've always got our cost down to nothing. And then there's some torches there if you need it. Alright, that's all for this place. Let's get out. And head back to the rather frightening orc in the Fighters Guild. And I think that we'll call that one a video.
I don't care to know you.
on, go in here. Alright, Burrs, where you at? Downstairs. I don't know how I missed you. There you
Good.
are.
Haven't you taken care of that weapon shipment yet? Those weapons won't deliver themselves.
I have indeed.
You got the weapons there and cleared the mine with no casualties. Better than I expected from you. Here's your reward and a little bonus.
Yeah. So you do get a bonus if you are able to save everybody, so that's cool.
Looks like it's time for a promotion. Due to your performance, I name you Journeyman of the Fighters Guild.
Alright, cool. You have enough
You're needed
contract?
in Coral. Report to Velena Dunton. She's got some duties for you to take care of.
Alright.
Bye.
So we'll go ahead and go to Coral then. And with the last golden rays of sunlight, we will go ahead and end off there. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.